night, which was really cool. And, um, but all in all, it was a great tour. And, I'm looking forward to seeing him down the road,
Yeah.
doing some other stuff and seeing what he does musically. I think he's a pretty interesting artist, out there right now doing everything himself. And,
Right.
someone I really admire. So.
Cool. Very cool. So when I saw you guys in Columbus, you broke out your cover of Let's Go Crazy. Are there any plans to play any cover songs this time out?
Yeah, that one's definitely been a mainstay in the sets. Certainly now, just I think it's got a great groove to it, and there's something about it. We played it for the first time live on that Wolfgang tour in Denver where we started, and it was pretty immediate that the crowd responded to it, and there's just like this sexy groove happening that is unique to the set. So yeah, it's been in there every night.
Cool. Very good. Any other covers maybe you might throw in there?
We've been throwing in, yeah, we've kind of switched it up between, an Aerosmith one, an AC/DC one, the Prince tune. We like to have fun with it sometimes. It depends how many shots of tequila I've had to see whether or not I let the audience pick the cover we're going to do that night. So
very cool, man. That's awesome. So you guys are out with Dorothy this time around. You could call it Young Guns too. You're still out there doing your thing.
yeah, totally.
What how has it been touring with Dorothy this time out?
Oh, it's been fucking miserable, honestly. She's like such a no, just kidding. She's right over here.
Nice.
No, she's awesome. She's a wonderfully talented singer. We've known the guys in her band actually for a little while previous to this tour already. So we're really tight with them, and she's been great. She jumped on when we came back into the States. She missed all of Canada, and we were up there with Max Saturn, who's also on this tour. But yeah, she's been great. Crowd really seems to like her, and everywhere we go, especially like the last couple ones, Lincoln, Des Moines, Seattle, Portland, Spokane. There's been a lot of like crossover fans that we're just happy to see us out on the road with her. So it's been really good.
Sure, absolutely. Now, you mentioned Canada. I was going to ask you, how did that go up there? And how do Canadian audiences differ from American? Are they pretty much the same?
You know what? I think that middle sort of area, there's three cities like Winnipeg, Saskatoon, Calgary, Edmonton. Calgary's a little more hipster, I would say. It's got a little more, it's just got a little more of that, like almost like LA character. I don't want to like offend anyone by saying that, but it's got like a food scene happening and stuff. And it just seemed like there's a little bit, it reminded me a lot of like Denver, actually. It's right next to the Rocky Mountains in Canada. And I think that's like a hub where a lot of hikers go and stuff. So it was the most different of all those sort of middle, central Canada cities. But the shows, honestly, they felt like you were playing Detroit or something, or Cleveland or Columbus, like it reminded me a lot of the Midwest, the way the audiences responded to rock and roll, which was really inspiring. Winnipeg really jumped out at me as like just a really special show of the whole tour so far. So obviously we're super grateful that it went well, and Vancouver was great. And we're really looking forward to getting to Montreal again too. So,
oh, nice.
It was a great first run of Canada, honestly. And, to not have Dorothy with us too was obviously, we didn't, a little bit of a question mark, but yeah, we were super grateful when it went well the first time up there. So.
Wow, very cool. Very cool. Now, last summer, you guys opened up for the Black Crowes, and a lot of my friends saw, and a lot of people saw you guys for the first time. What's the difference between opening up for a, established band like that and then doing a headlining show like you guys have been on the past few months?
Yeah, I mean, mostly, just the time. Actually, the Black Crowes gave us an hour, so that was, it's not that much different. In terms of time on stage, it's just, there's different energy when you step out, whether it's 1,000 people or 300 or 15, whatever. Like when you step out to an audience that is absolutely there to see you, there's just a different energy to that. And then obviously, like, there were nights where I felt like I was really working to get the audience's attention, opening up for the Black Crowes. And that's just all part of being an opener, and I'm telling that to the guys at Max Saturn on this tour, like, hey man, you got to go out there and earn their respect. You have to make them like you in a way. And it's just all part of growing as like a front man and as a band. And that's the big thing. Yeah. That first show in Nashville with the Black Crowes, I was like, whoa, this is going to be a rough summer if they're all like this. And Chris Robinson had some nice words to get me out of that mindset, and made it all better the next night.
And like I say, you guys absolutely killed it. Again, buddies of mine that had seen you before were, knew about you, but then a couple people that didn't, they're like, oh my God, we're Dirty Honey fans. And you do a great job of winning those guys over for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It took like 4 or 5 shows in the amphitheater like level to really get the hang of it. And I think after those first couple, we were a little more comfortable with how to work that size stage, how to work the audience, into becoming fans, I guess. At some level, like, it takes work, but there's little tricks and things you pick up along the way, and they work, So we got the hang of it a little while. By the time we were in Ohio, we knew what we were doing. I felt like,
Right. Absolutely. Well, like I say, I've been on board with you guys since you opened up for Slash at MGM and Alter Bridge at the Agora. Like I say, you're kind of hitting all the spots in Cleveland.
Yeah.
What has been the biggest change that you've seen in the band over the last 3 years and kind of building up to this now?
I think just everybody's like, I want to call it charisma, but it's not. It's almost like I heard Steven Tyler say, like he grew into being who he is on stage, and that definitely is something that's true with us too. Is like you become something else after. It's like anything. If you practice anything, you're gonna get better at it. And you have to practice, like, not that you're practicing your stage presence, but you just create this aura around yourself. You create like a little more charisma. There's a confidence, there's an innate confidence just going out and knowing that you can deliver after doing, 200 or 300 shows all over the world. That just, and I looked to my left. There was one night in Europe, I looked to my left and John, I was like, damn, like, I think John's like a rock star now, and where did that happen? I don't know when that happened. But you look over there and there he is, and he's doing his thing, and he's got all the makings of, somebody I appreciated when I was very young and looked up to. So that's probably the biggest thing. Everybody's got their own little like star quality,
Right.
all of a
Sure.
sudden.
Nice.
Which is cool.
Absolutely. Now, being out on the road for so long, is there anything that you bring with you that kind of helps you or actually breaks the monotony of being on the road?
Yes. I have my motorcycle helmet and gear with me. We went up to Calgary, and there's some wonderful nature up there that, I like to get out. It's usually my motorcycle helmet, my hiking boots, and I like to get out into the world and experience, the really special places. And Banff was one of those places for me. I rented a bike out of Calgary, went through all the national parks, in the Canadian Rockies, and had a really, really wonderful day off. So I rode from Calgary through the parks up to Edmonton, and then went back down, dropped the bike off in Calgary. We had another day off the following the show day in Calgary. So I went back into Banff and went hiking for the day, and then flew over to Vancouver. And man, it was amazing. And we all have bicycles on the bus now, which is a great way to just like see whatever city you're in. I'll go riding in Cleveland today. I went riding in Des Moines all day yesterday. Like, that's definitely a nice luxury, even though it's a simple thing.
Sure. Oh, absolutely. That's great. Now, you guys released your debut album last June. I can't believe it's been over a year already. Have you had any time to write some new music? And when any plans to put out the second album?
I don't know if there's plans to put it out yet, but we definitely have some like recording dates penciled in once this tour is over. And yeah, we work on new music every day at Soundcheck. The plan was in Europe to do that, but it was just such a crazy travel schedule, and we were doing a lot of opening slots. So like your Soundcheck time was quite a bit limited, especially with bands like Guns N' Roses headlining. Like they don't really care, if you want to
Right.
fuck around on their stage, they're like, yeah, you guys are not. So now that we've had some time, we usually take the full hour every day to write and work on songs and arrangements and stuff, and it's been going really well. So
Very cool. Very cool. Maybe next year then, sometime?
yeah, definitely. There will
Yeah.
definitely be something next year.
Okay, cool.
It won't happen by the end of this year, but
Right.
I just don't know when next
Sure.
year. It just depends what we get done before
All right.
Christmas.
Right. Oh yeah, it's fall already. It's crazy.
Crazy.
So like you said, you're going to be playing the House of Blues tonight, and been playing Cleveland a lot. Well, first of all, what do you think of Cleveland? Since you've been here so many times, and what can fans expect from your show tonight?
I mean, Cleveland's a great little town. Honestly, all of Ohio has kind of taken me by surprise. Whether it's Columbus, obviously it's a big college town. Cleveland's got a lot of like good little culture right here in this like direct vicinity. Took a little walk around this morning, got a good meal. Like there's a little strip like right outside the venue. I don't know what it's called, but
Yeah, East
tons of
Fourth.
bars and
Yeah.
bars and restaurants everywhere. It's really nice, and might go out and ride by the lake and just enjoy the day. It's a beautiful day today too. So, and then tonight, yeah, I mean, there's 3 great bands. Obviously, Max Adams going to open the show. They're like a rock meets Motown band from Detroit. They're really great, and obviously we've spoken about Dorothy. She's fantastic, and Dirty Honey, man. We're coming here to kick some ass and take some names. That's what we do, and yeah, we're excited to play a great like rock town again. I'm sure the show tonight's already. I know it's going to be ripping. It's a Friday night in Cleveland, like
Right.
It's gonna be a party. You know what I mean?
You got that right. Are you guys doing about 90 minutes then?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, perfect. All right,
Yeah.
very good. Well, Mark, once again, I appreciate your time. Again, I love you guys, and again, everybody. I'm sure tickets have sold really well, and we're gonna pack the place tonight, and we're gonna rock out.
Yeah, man. I already got the word that it's like a packed show tonight, so we're. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less from this town. I have very fond memories from this town. I don't know if I told you before, but when we played with Slash here, that was the one night. It was probably like our 6th or 7th show with him, and you kind of keep your distance from him. But that was the one night at it was Northwood, right?
Northfield, yeah, the MGM.
Northfield.
Yeah.
And that was where he was like, "Hey man, like I just wanted to reach out and like let you guys know what a fan I am. I love what you guys are doing." We were like, "Whoa!" Like that memory in Cleveland is like forever seared into Corey and mine's brains, because we were the only ones there to experience that. But that was a special night. It was just special that it happened in Cleveland. Like such great rock history here, and to hear that from him here was special. So yeah, that's a memory that'll never fade for sure.
Absolutely. Now, have you guys ever checked out the Hall of Fame, the Rock Hall?
I haven't had a chance to, and we're actually trying to see if we can sneak over there today. So
absolutely, check it out.
It's a must.
The building itself is awesome. The political stuff that goes on with it, not a big fan of, but the building itself, I think you'd be impressed.
Cool. Yeah, we're going to try and check that out today. I got some time, obviously, so
nice.
That might be my next stop after lunch.
There we go. All right, man. Well, hey, looking forward to the show tonight. You guys take care, and
likewise.
We'll see you further on down the road.
No pun intended. Thanks.
No pun intended. That's right, man. Hey,
see ya.
See you, man. Thanks.
Be good.